to talk to you, to encourage you, to impart into you, to watch the things in your life expand immediately. Mama Pat, good morning. Ivan Rice, good morning. Come on in, y'all. Listen, I'm ready. Hello, Brandy Lane, good morning. Manny Saeed, I'm so proud of you. Amazing job, amazing discipline. Hello, Crystal Burton, good morning. Leandra Malone, God bless you. Kevin Matthews, come on, man. We in there. Veronica Galilee, Trina, Maria Alexandria, Dolores Bell, come on in. Kendra Lincoln, hey. Brittany Long, the coach is here. Mabel Rice, good morning. Listen, we're going to do a quick review of last week and then go to part 2. It's going to be amazing. Hey, Chandria, well, looking forward to hearing from me. Here I am. I am here, and I'm ready. Good morning, Geraldine Wiley Shelvin. Roy Sells, man, good morning. Minister Lester Blunt, Tawanda, Carr, Jefferson, how you doing? Teresa Florence, safe travels. Praying for you, love you, and I got your word a few minutes ago. It was amazing and on point. It's all God, and I'm doing my best to encourage you in that way to know it's all God, to release yourself so you can move to the things of God that God has planned for your future and not for your yesterday. Yesterday was your springboard. Now God has greater for you. This is coaching, y'all. I feel the prophet, though. I'm trying to keep that thing. This is real coaching. Keith Young Jr., God bless you, man. Good to see you, sir. Area Morgan family out there. Naomi Joseph, come on in. It won't be a lot of people. I'm ready to start right now. I really am. I'm really ready to get into this morning. These braces may bother me, but don't worry. It won't stop my word. Y'all know where we are. We're in winning. Hey, Don Elman, good to see you. Time for our checkup. I'll give you a call sometime next week. I have 4 homegoings this weekend, and I'll be moving some today, some Saturday, 2 today, 2 tomorrow, or 3. Well, one I may not make it, but 3. And so we're praying for she said, ready for my drive to work. Come on, Maria Alexandria. Praying for Mama Brian and the Blunt family, Donna Blunt's aunt, Mama Brian's sister, transition. That we're praying for Carlos Divine. Come on, Manny, determined to win. Carlos Divine and her family, and Lorena Caesar, their family. Hey, Leroy Robinson, how you doing, man? Good to see you, family. Hey, First Lady. So I'm just ready to get you to where God wants you to be in your life. Come on, Trish Wells. We're going in this morning just on coaching. Raquel Kyle, good to see you. Listen, y'all. Let me jump start. Hey, Carlos, just pray for you this morning. You and your family. I know today is a day, and tomorrow is going to be another day, and so we're praying for you. I need y'all to understand something, that in this season of your life, everything is important. Hey, Tamisha Fagaro, everything is important. I think God gave me the word a while ago, but then God imparted it into Geraldine Wiley Shelvin, and she made it a declaration while we were in church that everything must be God implemented. And so in this season of our life, hey, Chris Blake, good to see you, man. Michelle Jones, good to see you as well. Everything must be God implemented, which means it needs to have God in it, before it, and all around it. Hey, Tanya Green, y'all can like and share the post or tag the post if you want to bless somebody. Again, this is not church, this is coaching, but I feel God this morning, and we need God in everything that we do. And so I'm excited. We have like 1 minute, but I'm already in here. We have 1 minute, but I want you to be able to be a blessing to someone, sow a seed to them by inboxing them, say, hey, get up and play this word. Stop calling me all day, every day. Let's talk about it. So listen, I want to talk about the same thing we mentioned last week. I want to take you somewhere because we've talked about it before, about being God implemented. And I know this is the journey to a winning anyway life. So consistently, what we're doing is we're taking this journey and we're walking in the things of God, and we're making sure that God has a level of our life that we can win in every situation. And so even though we have the God part, you get saved and you join church, but what do I do after? What you do is you have to be determined to win. So I want to talk this morning. Good morning, Mr. Sells. I want to talk this morning about when winning is the only option. When winning is the only option. Come on. When winning is the only option. Are y'all ready? I'm so stoked. When winning is the only option, then I have to make sure I put myself in position to make it happen in a particular way. Now, Let me tell you what the devil's going to do in your life. I'm trying to not preach. Let me tell you. What the devil is going to do is he's going to put you in a position where you have a choice to choose the God side and the flesh side. And whichever side you choose, or technically have already chosen, is the side that is going to accelerate. And the devil's very cunning at allowing you to think you're winning. When if you sit still and talk to God, you will know the things that God brings to your spirit, to your mind, to fix, to correct, to communicate about, to change. If you're not doing those things consistently, then really you're denying God the opportunity to accelerate the best in your life. That's it, Geraldine. When winning is the only option. When winning is the only option. I got to review a little bit for those who were not here last week, or those you may have forgotten. The reason why you have to make sure you choose life and not death, I'm going to just say it out plain, life and not death, is because without balance, you will end up in situations that are unwanted, unscheduled, unplanned, unannounced, and unprepared for. I'm not going to be long. I'm trying to get through with it. You would end up in life in situations that are unwanted, unscheduled, unplanned, unannounced, and unprepared for. There are some things in your life that are not going to change because of physical action. There's some things in your life, come on, Sydney, good morning, sir. There's some things in your life that will not change because you do something. It will change because you submit, obey, and are obedient to what you've submitted to. There's some things that will not change because you've done what they said do, or done how they say do it. There's some things that will only change once you really totally submit to the destiny for your life. You got it? And so you have to be careful, or you'll end up, good morning, Tamala Ricks, you will end up in unwanted, unscheduled, unplanned, unannounced, unprepared life situations that will have you shaken and will eventually have you distracted by responding to things that haven't even happened yet because something scared you, because it was unwanted, unscheduled, unplanned, unannounced, and unprepared for. And God wants to see, are you going to trust him or are you going to trust yourself? Good morning, Tisa Collier. Good morning, Mr. Ricks. I see you, Mr. Blunt. Unplanned for. And you'll be worried about things that have not happened yet. I said it last week, and this is a quick review, y'all. Quick review, like 3 more minutes review. Don't miss the promised land because you've learned how to win in the wilderness. I'll say it again. Don't miss your promised land because you've learned how to win in the wilderness. The wilderness is not the place where you consistently win. There is a promised land prepared for you. And it's been prepared for your future. So it's time. Hey, Canvas, it's been time for us to get our focus back. It's been time. The pandemic set us up to prepare. Hey, Nita Holloway, good to see you. It's been prepared for us to get our focus back. The pandemic set us up for our focus. And so you got to realize your focus is your responsibility. You can't keep blaming other people for where you are. Wherever you are in your life, you had to give yourself permission to be there. And when you're too immature to not blame yourself, then you end up carrying a weight by blaming somebody else, which means the development will never take place because you never take responsibility. I told you last week there were a few things I'm not going to let you give me your word. But last week I told you to declare and decree, I am something. Whatever I am something. That's how I'm setting myself up to win anyway. That's why winning is the only option. I am. And then I had you to declare what I will do. I will conquer. I will be the first. I will be the last. I will continue to stand. I will be disciplined. I will make it out. I will conquer. I will be the best. I will be the only in my family. I will be the first in my family. I will. Watch this. I will because I am. Then the last one is I shall be. That's the God one. That's the one that God gives you that you don't have any skill for. You don't have any wisdom on. All you have is the trust in God. As I told you last week, there were a few things. There are a few things that winners are not. And I'll spend a little bit of time, but I got to go. Winners are not insecure. Winners are not insecure. You don't win being insecure. You can't win in your own life being insecure. Can I keep moving? Number 2, winners are not intimidated. Matter of fact, they're encouraged by what you do, not intimidated. Because when they are intimidated, it takes the power out of your own willpower. Winners, come on, Pat Lee. Winners are not intimidated. Winners are not undisciplined. They are not people who don't have discipline. It may not be in every area, but in some areas, there have to be some discipline in order to maintain your winning status. Winners are not careless with their time. They don't waste. Come on, Don. They don't waste time. Winners understand that time, I don't have time right now, but time is money. And so you can't waste time. Winners are not disorganized. Because you don't know how they find things in the rough does not mean they're disorganized. It's just not your system. You got it? Next thing, quickly. Winners are not passionless. The passion is what drives them. The passion of knowing who I am. The passion of knowing that I will do something. And the passion of knowing that God shall be in my life drives my passion. I must have. You find somebody with no passion, you'll find somebody not going anywhere. Oh, I got to move. Winners are not blind to weakness. Okay? Just because I see my weaknesses don't mean I have what it takes to change them right now. Sometimes it takes God to discipline you, or life to discipline you to deal with your weakness. Come on, Leandra Malone. Y'all stop pulling on the prophet. I'm just trying to teach y'all coach about winning this morning. We're not blind to weaknesses. And so you got to be careful because people who pay attention can see your weakness too. Come on, Trina Morgan. Got to move. Winners are not afraid of failure because they know winning is on the other side of the last loss. If I can figure out how I lost last and why I lost last, I won't lose next. If I'm honest about how I lost. Then the last one in this area, winners are not distracted by trivial and petty things. I'm a detail person, but even in being detailed, I have to know detail from distraction. Because some things are just petty, trivial. They don't lead anywhere. They don't put no food on the table. They don't put no money in the pocket. So why spend time trying to figure out the trivial things? Why spend time trying to figure out the distracted things when my destiny, as I learned yesterday, and my dynasty is on the table? I don't hear nobody. Here it comes. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Here's the problem, Minister Ricks. We keep saying thou, which is God. God prepares a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. We keep missing what's before us, trying to deal with our enemies, trying to prove that God did this. If you just keep living, God is not in the proving business. He's in the pruning business. It's not about who sees you at the table. I taught you Wednesday night, thou preparest a table before me. It's about focusing with what's on the table. What has God prepared for you? What has God prepared for you in your winning life? I got to calm down. I hear my voice getting a little high. What is it that God has prepared for you in your winning life? Watch this, Trish Wells. The Bible says he's given us everything that pertains to godliness, to life, and godliness, which means everything is not about church. Everything is not about speaking in tongues. Everything is not about running. Good morning, Rashonda. Everything is not about running down the aisles. Everything is not about worship. There are some things that pertain to life, which means my finance, my family, my faith, and watch this, even my failures. Because my failures are, I'm jumped ahead of myself. I'll tell you about my failure in a minute. And so what do I do when I'm determined to be a winner? Here's what it is. Here's what I do when I see what winners are, what winners are not. I'm on my way. Here's what I do when winning is my only option. I'm going quickly. I gave them to you last week. Catch them. Let's go. Number one. Well, before number one, you have to have a God consciousness. If you don't have a God consciousness, then you will do things and call it God. When people sitting around, you can look at you and go, that ain't God at all. Because it's, can I be nice? God doesn't give his anointing to prophesy who the president's going to be. Why does the president matter when people are dying and going to hell without hearing about their sin or what they're going through? God has a bigger picture. You got to put God in the mix. If you fail to put God in the mix, then you're mixing to fail. I got to move. So what do I do when I want to win? Number one, 15 minutes. Good, real good, real good. Number one. I set goals and I set deadlines for myself. I set goals and I set deadlines for myself. I don't allow things to just roll around. I set goals and deadlines for myself. I'm moving. You got to set goals and deadlines. You got to get with people who will help you set goals and deadlines and then keep you accountable. People who run from accountability are no use for your future. Gotta go. Hey, Dr. Payne, good to see you, man. Listen. Number two, I told you last week, identify people and things that waste your time. Identify people and things that waste your time. Once you identify them, they can no longer waste your time unless you allow it. Are y'all with me? Identify things and people who waste your time. Number three, educate the people who are around you how to protect and invest your time wisely and intentionally. In other words, allow people that are around you, if they're going to be around you, educate them on, you don't waste my time on this, you don't waste my time on this, because my time is valuable. So use my time intentionally. I won't waste your time, you won't waste my time. That's how you build an atmosphere of winning, by setting goals, identifying people, and then educating those who are around you. Remember that. Setting goals and deadlines, identifying people or things that waste your time, and then educating those who are around you on how to protect and invest your time wisely and intentionally. That's how you build atmospheres of winning. You don't allow people to have people calling you with foolishness. Well, so-and-so want to call you. I got a friend that want to call you. They don't go to anybody's church. Why are they not accountable? So why would they be accountable to me? I got a friend that want to call you and tell you something. No. You don't engage because you want to seem like you somebody. I don't need your friend to call me to not engage or waste my time because they're not hearing who they're already set under. No, we don't waste my time. Don't allow God to connect it. Yeah. My God, allow God to connect it. Can I move on? Because some people will never get to know you. Got it? Some people will never get to know you. But others will know you by the way others speak about you, by the way others speak to you, and by the way others treat you. That's how they'll get to know you. And so you have to be determined to win no matter what. Are you ready? Now we're at today's lesson. Oh my God. Because you have to know how to function when winning is the only option. Okay? You have to know how to function when winning is the only option. And here's how you function in the beginning when winning is the only option. Here's your first hashtag. I will plan. Come on, get it. I will plan. I want you to get that first hashtag. And the reason why I want you to get it is because you're going to live a life. You're going to live a life either you plan or a life that somebody has planned for you. Let me say it again. You're going to live a life that you've planned or a life that someone has planned for you. If you're going to live a life that's been planned, you might as well live the one that you planned. That's what my apostle says. You might as well live the one that you planned for yourself. I see you, Chris Blake. I see you, I see you, Carlos. I see you, Raquel. I see you. Listen now. If your plan is not God implemented, if you didn't put God first, then you're wasting your own time. So please, don't waste mine. Hey, Eric Simmons, good to see you, man. I know you're happy now. I know you're happy. We'll talk soon. God bless, man. Listen, I will plan. Why? Because if winning is the only option that I have, then I need to plan. Everybody on here should type. All of the trolls who on here but not saying nothing. You on the page but not in the page. You should come in the page and say, I will plan. Don't fake it. Don't fake it. It's time. Fake days are over. It's time to roll on because God's killing and making alive. How you want to look at it? Yeah, let's move. So listen, what will I plan? Let me tell you what you're going to plan. Number one, you will plan being refreshed. Come on. I'm going to plan being refreshed. I'm going to plan it. I'm not going to just wait for it to happen. I will plan being refreshed. What do you mean? It means you need to plan being refreshed. You need to plan it. Because if you don't plan being refreshed and being refreshed every day, then you will never walk in creativity. Creativity does not walk in weariness. Come on, Aaron Fleeks. Creativity does not walk in weariness. It walks in being refreshed. When you're refreshed, then you can receive the freshness of your God creativity in your life. Tiredness, when you're tired and worn out, it will hinder your flow. So position yourself to win by being refreshed daily. Now, I could go into detail and tell you, because sometimes being refreshed is rest. Sometimes being refreshed is sleep. Sometimes being refreshed is your personal atmosphere. It's the people that you are around. There are some people, come on, can we talk? There are some people you are around, you can be around that drain you. There's some people that literally, when you're around them, when you leave, you're worn out. You are drained because they don't pour into you at all. All they do is suck on you like a leech. And you have to realize, if that's not part of your level at that time of being refreshed, you got to avoid that takes from you, that never deposits into you. Now, if you are a teacher the way I am, and you love helping people, once you help somebody, it should be an adrenaline because now you have poured into somebody. It's been a blessing, and the blessing of the Lord make it rich and add no sorrow. And so inside of you, it's a personal satisfaction that you've had revelation and quality time to bless somebody. And then, yeah, that's refreshing for some people. Me talking is refreshing. Me answering a question is refreshing. Me helping somebody in the word is refreshing. But if at the end of the day, you are frustrating and tired and weary and just pulling and draining, then no, that's not, you have to avoid that. You have to plan being refreshed. So if being around the right person is being refreshed, plan brunch, plan dinner, plan a phone call, plan quality time with a person. That means your spouse, anybody who refreshes you. Plan being refreshed. Dr. Marcus Jordan, God bless you, man of God. You got to plan being refreshed. You got it? Then number two, after you plan being refreshed, you got to plan. Here it is, y'all. I hope y'all are ready. You got to plan believing the truth. Got it? You got to plan believing the truth. Why would you say that? Because sometimes you got to understand the truth is absolute. And when the truth is absolute, it's not always what you see. Sometimes there is a root that runs deep and long. And you can't find out what the truth is unless you follow the root. And some people, can I just talk real quickly? Some people are just petty and messy as hell. Yeah, I said it. Petty and messy as hell. They're not interested in the truth to refresh you. They're interested in the truth to oppress you. And if they're not willing to take the time to follow the root to find out what the issue really is to help you, they're not there to help you. They're there to sabotage you and make themselves feel better about their lack of truth that they're living. Yeah, you got to start planning to believe the truth. I'm going to chase it down to the bare minimum to find out what it is so I can help somebody. If I'm not there to help you, ain't no in between, then you're there to hurt. Okay, come on. That's what it is. You're there to hurt. The real truth is absolute, and it's not always what you see. You can't see a young boy running outside fighting everybody and say, he's just crazy. No. When you find out his family, his father wasn't at home, his grandfather wasn't at home, and he had to fight in the neighborhood to survive, and fighting is all he knows. So really, he's just trying to survive. But if you don't take time to see that, what you will do is you will judge it and judge it wrong and lie to yourself and lie to others because you are not God's judge. And now you put somebody in a position where they can't win because you didn't take the time to help them win. I got to go somewhere. So the truth is what is absolute, not always what you see. You cannot always gauge the facts. Okay? You cannot always gauge the facts because if you wasn't there in the beginning and the end, then you don't have all the facts. You have to engage the faith. Come on, you have to engage the faith. Watch this, because facts just are. You got it? Facts, they just are. They don't come from anywhere. They don't go anywhere. They just are. But when you engage faith, faith can create what you desire out of what not yet is, or what is not yet. That's how I want to say it. See, facts, it just is. Facts, it just is what it is. It is. It just is. Black is black. Red is red. Facts. Come on, Mr. Ricks. But faith will see black and red together. Faith will see purple. Facts are, it's black. The fact is, hey, Naya, it's purple. But faith will say, when I see them together, I see a black and red, I see purple. Faith will create what your desire is seeing, but what has not yet become. We call it those things that be not as though they were. So you have to engage your faith, because the facts are going to remain what they are. Facts don't change, but faith changes the situation. And that's why you got to be determined to win. When winning is the only option, you can only do it by your faith. It doesn't work by your facts. I got to go. Number three. Once you plan being refreshed and you plan believing the truth, you have to now plan breaking through my past to freedom. You got to plan it. You got to plan the breakout. You got to plan it just as if you're in prison and you got a metal knife and nobody's watching you. You got to plan your breakout. Yeah, you got to break out and plan out of the struggles of your past. Come on, I'm going to help somebody. But Dr. Payne, watch this. I don't care what the struggle of your past is. You're supposed to use it to plan the future. When you use the struggle of your past to plan your future, you're not going to repeat it, because you've now taken the time to trace the root of the failure. And now you cut the root off and the failure dies. Come on, like a tree. You cut the root and the tree dies. You cut the root of the failure and of the past failure, and the failure dies. So you have to make your struggle bless you. I'm in here this morning. I'm in here deep. Make your struggle bless. If I've struggled through it and I've struggled with it, I'm going to make it bless me. You have to use your past failure as motivation to never return there again. Can I say it again? Callers, you have to use your past failure as motivation to never return there again. Woo! Yeah, it's my past. It's my past for a reason. And now I use it to never return there again. Can I keep going? I'm almost through. Oh, 28 minutes. Oh my God, I gotta push. Listen, come on, Erica Best. Dr. Murdoch talks about God being when I studied planning, I studied Dr. Murdoch. I studied Bishop Jakes. I studied my apostle majorly. He writes stuff on everything is planned out. And so Dr. Murdoch talks about God is a planner. So if God talked about us in Genesis chapter 1 and chapter 2, chapter 2 and chapter 3, he did what he talked about. He planned. So if God planned, here's my question. If God planned, then so do you. If God was a planner, you have to plan. Woo! Let me give you some points. You ready? I got 5 quick points and we out. Yeah, Gerald, you gotta use your past, never to return there again. Here we come. Number one. If God's a planner, then we should too. Here we go. Number 1, planning. And I'm going to give you a keyword at the end. If you want to hashtag the word, it connects you to this prophetic coaching this morning. Planning is getting a picture of your journey to your destination. See, y'all think planning is boring. No, planning is the discipline you need to get to where you're going. And if you don't plan, you don't have discipline. You know, when it's time to travel, like I'm getting ready to do, you have to plan. Planning is getting a picture of your journey to your destination. I know where I'm going. I know what I plan on doing. So I pack in my faith. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. So I pack now for where I'm going. So when I get to where I'm going, I will have everything I need based on what I planned. Oh! Planning is getting a picture of your journey to your destination. That's faith. It takes faith to plan. Thank you, Gerald. That's it. That's faith. It takes faith to plan. Number 2, planning will eliminate wrong things and wrong people from your life. How do you know? Because in planning, you get discernment. You get discernment. You get to know that person can't take this. That person can't do this. That person can't handle this. That can't go with me. I don't need that. That can't be this. And so if you plan, it'll eliminate who you need for your future out of your life, because you'll know if you can't handle me blessed now, you can't handle me in overflow later. So planning, number one, gets a picture of your journey. That's faith. Number two, planning will eliminate wrong things and wrong people from your life. That's discernment. That's discernment. You got it? Number three, planning requires discipline, which means whether I feel like it or not. Know what that's called? Execution. You could call it determination. I call it execution, because when I plan, I'm going to do it. Hey, Lynette, I'm going to do it whether I want to or not. That I'm going to execute no matter what it feels like, no matter what it is, because my faith has already shown me. Remember, number one, my faith has already shown me a picture of the destination. So I can't allow anything to deter me from what the picture is. I can't allow nothing. Come on. Come on. So that's execution for me. You ready? I got to go. Number four, planning is never wasted time. What's number four's word? Investment. Are you willing to invest in you? Can I turn you around? Sometimes things that are not right simply need an investment of a true conversation. It might be painful. Pastor Darius Daniels says it like this: you must have the hard conversation. If you're not willing to have the hard conversation, you are wasting time every day you wake up. He didn't say that, I said that. Because as long as you're not, okay, I'll go back. My dad told me, son, I'm having to rush. I'm behind time with God. I said, Dad, you can't rush behind time. I gave a scenario on telling y'all how to pay rent. If I'll go quickly, y'all. If I give you my money to pay my rent or my mortgage downtown by 12 o'clock, and you're not going to make it by 12, it's 11:25 and you are in an hour worth of traffic, then don't try and make it somewhere when you know you're going to be late. That's a liar. You lie to yourself. You have false beliefs about who and what you really are. But if you call and say, hey, Pastor, I'm not going to make it with your mortgage by 12. I'm in traffic. I'm stuck. I'll say, look, there's another office in Sugar Land. Get out of traffic, turn around. That office stays, I hear the Lord, I'm going to tell you in a minute. That office stays open until 3. So because I was trying to get it by noon, it was going to save me some things and get it there and be done by 12 o'clock. I would be done. And so, but because you cannot make it, then your responsibility and your accountability should make you call me before 12. Don't go pay it late and then I'm in foreclosure because I couldn't trust you. Because you did what you felt was best and not what the instructions were. You did what you felt was best and did not get your next instructions. So if you call and say, hey, I'm not going to make it. And then I say, guess what? There's another office in Sugar Land or in Rosenberg. It's further, but they're open till 3. So now I've given you better instructions to fulfill, oh, I hear the Lord, and accomplish your assignment. Watch this. Here's what I heard the Lord say a while ago. And with it, I've given you now 3 hours of grace. You will always find grace when you go back to the one who gave you instructions. You can't talk to everybody. People can't give you grace. You can't trust everybody because people don't know what's at stake. And people will, they don't know what's at stake. So planning is never wasted time. So if your plan's not working, go back to the one, who made the plans, who helped with the plans, and get the second instructions because it may give you grace. You got it? I got to go. I know this is prophetic for some of y'all. Some of y'all who are spiritual. I'll give you this point. God is letting some of you see prophetically. Some of you are not tapped into it, so you're only hearing this in regards to a person. That's minimal mindedness. That's the small picture. Because here's the deal. Even if you got an enemy, I've come to realize I don't wrestle against flesh and blood. Some people are housing the plan of the enemy. They're not possessed. They're just oppressed by it. And they keep responding from it. Oh my God. You have to understand that God is bigger than a person. It says, the scripture says, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers, principalities, spiritual wickedness in high places. I got to move. Number 5. Number 1, plan to get a picture of your journey. Number 2, plan to eliminate wrong things in people. Number 3, planning requires this. Number 4, planning is never wasted time. Number 5, planning is simply thinking on paper. It means you're writing the vision and making it plain. So you yourself, when you get overwhelmed, you can still get your plans on paper and say, I know where I'm going because I have a map that my life and God has given me. You got it? You got it? So planning is just thinking on paper. Because you got to be careful talking about things. When you share your weaknesses, it will build a personal community around you. It will build 2 communities. One you have to keep and one you have to trash. Oh, I shouldn't have said it like that. I'll say it again. When you share your weaknesses, it will build a community of those who can relate to your weakness and connect with you while you push through from it. But you will also attract people who relate to your weaknesses who don't want you to move. Now, I did not say share your faults. I said your weaknesses. There's a difference in your weaknesses and your faults. Faults are something I've already experienced. Weakness is something that I'm already living. When you share your weakness, you must be careful because there are people who have the same weakness that will be attracted to your same weakness. Come on. But then there are some people who will say, I see you fighting to get out, and so we're going to fight together. The Bible says a 3-fold cord is not easily broken. So sometimes you need people to help you fight to get out of what it is that you've been in. But you got to be careful to know which ones are fighting and which ones are failing. That's a nice word. There are some people in your life that are moving forward. And then there are some people in your life moving sideways. That means they're not moving if you're not moving. They're just there for the ride. I gotta go. When your purpose is revealed, purpose, the original intended reason for the creation of a thing or person. When your purpose is revealed, then your position can be assigned. When you understand your purpose in life, then you can have a position. Most people want a position to validate their purpose. And a position does not validate your purpose if you don't have an anointing to effectively execute the assignment. You're just in the position. And you're in somebody's way. So let's talk about this winning process real quick. Let's talk about it real quick. You ready? Because when you understand that winners in process, most winners, can y'all hear me? Most winners are misunderstood for their bold stance and their belief beyond what others see. Okay. Me being a coach and prophetic, people don't always agree with me because I realize now they can't agree because they can't see. They go by what they know, what they've experienced, or what they feel. I go by my faith, what I hear, faith, and what I see. And you should not expect people who don't have vision to see what you see. I can walk into a house and tell you how to decorate it, where to put stuff. Like I did our church. Before we went in, I walked on the concrete and said, this where this will go. That's where that will go. This is where that will go. People say, I can't see it. And I realized if you can't see, you can't lead. Woo! Woo! You can't see, you can't lead. So why are you always trying to give advice when all you see is where you stand? Why are you always trying to educate when you dropped the class and decided not to further your education? I gotta go. See, the reason why people keep saying, everything attached to me win, I understand it now. Now, you can say it and declare it, but you must be so much, watch this. If I only have 75% of winning in me, I don't have enough to give to everybody. Come on, Geraldine. Here I come, Trish. Maria Alexandria, I'm coming around the corner in this lane. I'm in my lane. I'm around the corner. I used to want, people say, everything attached to me win. Here is these braces getting me. Listen, if I only have 50% of winner in me and the rest in me is still shooting at my past and still complaining about my past and still a victim of my past, I don't have enough to give out to everything attached to me. Maybe the things that are attached to me are not what's helping me win. Maybe that's what's draining the winner in me because they are attached and not assigned. They are attached, and so they're sucking from me but not giving anything back. Can I move on? Because when I'm attached to things and they are assigned to me as well, there should be a level of reciprocation. Can I move? So when you say everything attached to me win, it has to be a Holy Ghost, God regeneration, that every time I give out, I get filled from the filler. Come on. I get filled from the filler. There's no way I can keep giving to everybody and then complain about being empty. There's no way I can keep talking and blessing everybody and then in my private time I complain about what's going on. There's no way one day I'm up, tomorrow I'm in the valley, tomorrow I'm on the mountain. You don't have, there's 24 hours is not enough time to be in one place is a lie. One place is a lie. And you got to stop and tell yourself the truth. That's what the being still was about. Being still was to be still and find out where I really am. I know I have mountaintop conversation. I know I have mountaintop experience, but I really don't have mountaintop lifestyle. Can I go? Come on. I like that. That's my coach right there. She says, know your capacity. No, I can go further, coach. Don't just know your capacity, but live your capacity. Because a lot of people know their capacity, but they try to live outside of it as if they are bigger than what it is. I got an old saying, you know what I say? You can't be big when little got you. But let me help you. The reason why people say everything attached to me win is because they are attached to the winner, the giver of the gift of winning. And so let me help you. The reason why everything attached to you should win. Let me give you 3 points that'll help you make sure everything attached to you win. Number one, because everything that's attached to you is supposed to have an assignment too. But watch this, everything doesn't. But here's the deal. If it's attached to you, it's supposed to initiate. You got it? It's supposed to initiate things you need to move forward. Initiate things you need to slow down. Initiate things you need to be refreshed. Initiate things you need to believe the truth. Initiate things to break you from your past to your future. That's how you win. People have things in your life to do, not just parking in your life, but initiate. We're going into drive now. We're going to move from the place where we are. They must initiate. And then people who are want to bless everybody in their life to win, they're supposed to, if they're not initiating, they should be imparting. They should be showing you where they messed up, where they failed, where they had a situation where you both can overcome together. Initiation, then impartation, then they should be able to influence. So because winners want to help everybody around them, then everybody attached to me win. That's fine. No problem. Since we all win together, it's because winners are supposed to initiate, impart, and influence. I'll say it again. Initiate, impart, and influence everybody around them. Either initiation is coming to you, impartation is coming to you, influence is coming to you, or as a winner, you are initiating. You are imparting. You are influencing everyone that comes around you. That's why your time is so important. I got to go, y'all. I want to end right at 45 minutes. That's why your time is so important, because winning takes time. You don't wake up winning. It takes time to get all the loser points out of you, the loser seeds. Your mom talking to you out of you, telling you you're no good, you like your daddy, and your dad saying your mom is no good. It takes time to win. It takes time to fight the negative thoughts that you birth inside yourself. It takes time to get rid of a teacher who said you never beat nothing. It takes time to get rid of friends who you. It takes time to get rid of family. Oh, winning takes time. Come on, Geraldine, you already got it. That's the first. Winning takes time, but here's the blessing of it. Winning takes time, but it pays for itself. Because once you become a winner in life, see, a lot of people win in something, but not a winner in life. Oh, Trish, I'm gonna help you. Trish. You said an effort. Trish, it takes effort. But if you get the desire to win so bad and you trust God, God will, Trish, you ready? God will grace you to win. God will grace you to win. Y'all didn't hear me? God will help you win more on accident than others who put forth the effort. I'm out of here. I'm ready. I want to leave. God will allow winning to, come on, coach, Myra Shaw. God will allow, can I testify, coach? Can I testify? Can I tell a little bit of it? Just say yes. Just trust me and say yes. Listen, God will allow, that's it, Myra. God will allow, okay, if she said I can tell it, I'm going to tell a little bit. I think it happened this week, but come on, y'all. Come on. See, she's my coach in business. I'm her coach in spirit and faith area. Watch this. We texting, we talking. She said, yeah, I'm looking at a couple of people I may have to turn down. I ain't even think about it. Aaron Fleeks, when I just looked at it, I said, why? Turn down? No. The person that she was going to turn down hits back and tells her, no, you can't leave me. And since that day, clients have been coming from this year to next year already. I said, no, you taught us balance. Now you must expand your balance to receive more, because now we're in a season of what's called acceleration. So what was 5 years out and 3 years out is now sitting in 2021. And what's happening, the reason why some of you are being blessed and some of you are just faking it on social media is because what's in 2021 is so powerful and so much, here's the capacity, Myra, is spilling over into the end of 2020 just to initiate what God wants to do, impart into you what God wants to do, and give you the influence you need to encourage yourself and come through it. Come on, acceleration on 1,000. Remember, it's death and life. There are some people who still gonna die in this year. You know why? Because they chose to die. They made the decision that they don't want to live. They made the decision to not obey God. They made the decision to be a God. Then there are some people who are going to live because this is where they are. Because winning is their only option. Can I keep going further? I'm almost through. Okay. So you should be intentional with your time. You got it? Intentional. Coach, how do I become winning time conscious? And I'm done. How do I become winning time conscious? I'll repeat it with clarity. Pastor, you always repeating stuff. I repeat it because you still haven't got it yet. I repeat it because if you say you got it, I don't see your fruit. And eventually, understand, when Jesus sees a tree that's bearing no fruit, he curses it. It withers up and dies from the root. If I'm seeing no fruit and I'm trying to push you and you don't want to push, beware or bewitched. Because whatever got you not bearing fruit, coming to a season where God says, wither up and die. You're not giving anything to the kingdom. That's Bible. That's Bible. Trish, here we come. Here is how you become winning time conscious. Watch this. You ready? It's going to sound familiar. Number one, set goals and deadlines. I'm conscious of my time, so I set goals and deadlines. Number 2, time conscious. I identify the people and the things that are wasting my time. Sound familiar? Number 3, educate those around you how to protect and invest your time wisely and intentionally. That's how you build an atmosphere of winning while building a winning area of time consciousness in your body, in your mind, and in your spirit. I'll say it again. Set goals and deadlines. Identify people and things that waste your time. And educate those around you how to protect and invest your time. Don't call me because you're bored. I'm not your garbage can. Call me because you want to hear purpose. Call me because you want to hear prophetic. Inbox me because you want a word from the Lord. And then don't get on the phone and say, well, that ain't it. Or if that ain't it, you got your own words, stop calling me. Don't waste my time. You got it? You got it? I should have put goals, educate, then time, right? Because it would call get. Get your winning anyway life. Your goals, education, and your time. This is how you respond when winning is your only option. No. I'm in my zone. I've been here for a minute. People are calling. I've had brunch yesterday, and great, man of God. I mean, I'm talking about good things. People are coming. Come on. What's going on? You call, you're going to get a word. Don't call me because you want to argue about a word. Don't call me because you want to, play the game. If you got a need and you decide to call me, okay, know when you call, we going in. Oh, my coach likes the 3 things. She likes that get your goals, educate, and identify your time. Okay, we'll work on it, Myra. I got it. Thank you, coach. I already know. There y'all go. I know. What are you doing? I'm getting my winning life. What do you do? I'm gonna get my winning life. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna set my goals to win. I'm gonna educate myself to win. I'm gonna identify people that keep me from winning. Come on. I'm gonna get my winning life. Did I do it right, coach? See how fast it came out? That's how we get things, by being in the presence of winning people, in the presence of God. This is a prophetic mastermind right now is what's going on. Matter of fact, it's a prophetic from the master's mind. I got to let y'all go. It's 52 minutes and it's on a Friday morning and I got things to do. I got people to see and places to go. And I got some things to get today. I hope you've enjoyed today. It's been a phenomenal day. I pray that everything is well with you. I pray that you are prepared for when your mind says when winning is the only option. I'm not going to stay here. Some of you have already asked, bless you for your seed. That's it right there. If you want your seed, you want to sow your seed, that's fine. There is no negative seed here. You're gonna only continue to get what it is that God has graced us with. We're in an area of grace right now. It's amazing, and we're not gonna miss what God is doing for nobody and for nothing. This is Life Pastor Kyle. I've been on here 53 minutes, and it's been amazing to have a Friday morning with you to prepare you for Friday, prepare you for Saturday, prepare you for Sunday. Most of all, to prepare your life for a winning anyway lifestyle. Listen. This is the Journey to Winning Anyway Life, and we will see you again on next Friday. Don't forget, tomorrow, 6 o'clock, the church will be doing worship in the Word, and then on Sunday at 11 o'clock, don't you miss prayer, 11 to 12. It's going to be live online. It's going to be phenomenal. There are some things happening. Let me see if I can be nice to y'all. Let me see if I can be nice. Since y'all came in, I'll give you something. I want to see if I can do this and be nice so y'all will know your pastor and the prophet loves y'all. Are you ready? I think I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this for y'all. Pay attention. Just pay attention. God's working on something. One more.
Shining on y'all on the stage, that's going to bring you up.
God's working on something. I gotta go. So if your life's not moving, wherever you are, you have given yourself permission to be there. Give yourself permission to win. This is Life Pastor Kyle. I'm signing out. I think I've given y'all too much for today. Y'all not ready. It's an amazing day. Enjoy your Friday. We'll talk to you soon. Hey, go like my new website, www.winninganywaylife.com. It is up and ready. You can go there. You can even watch one of the YouTubes for Winning Anyway Life. It's on there. Go to my website. Myra, my coach, and Frank Abali, they've worked hard. We've worked hard on some things. There are big things coming with that. Go like my page, the Winning Anyway Facebook page. Like Pastor Kyle Instagram. Go like all that stuff. But that doesn't bother me. I'm just excited about whatever it is that's going on in your life. And I pray it gets better, not just from this day, but from this day forward, that you will have a winning anyway life. I always say, I don't have TikTok, but I got some grace on my life. I stretch my hands to declare and decree and agree with you, and everything in your life will be better than it was before you went in. Better is the end of a thing. We love you. Peace. Remember, no matter what happens, you can win anyway.